on. Okay, hi. Oh, I am out of focus. Hello, there we go.
Focus on me.
Focus on me.
Vegas, let me hear y'all make some noise!
Hi, my name is Melancholy. Sometimes I'm here on the Drag Me With a Spoon YouTube channel, and today we are filming, what is it? A Makeup Monday, right? That's what we're filming. Makeup Monday. Slay, we got this. Glue stick. So I am not a makeup guru. I never really consider myself like a makeup artist, which maybe that's low self-esteem, or maybe that is just me not being good at makeup. But anyway, I feel like I'm really good at what I do, so today I'm going to do what I do. We're giving you a standard pretty face. It's going to still be clown, but it will be pretty. Like, people think I'm kind of alternative because I paint white. This is not staying in focus.
Inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Okay, so we're going to block our brows. That is exactly what we are doing. You put the glue on the face. Ta-da, great. And then Wanda's just sitting here, legs crossed with a glass of wine, just how I love putting on my makeup. So, blocking brows, I don't have any tips or tricks other than just learn how to do it and learn how to do it right. That's truly it. You're gonna be really bad at it for a while, and that's okay. Or if you're twink with really light eyebrows, you will be good at it from the beginning, and that's also valid too. So I flattened it, and then I just go right back over it. So I don't let it wait to dry or anything. I just go back over it with another layer right away, and I leave it the fuck alone. And now we're doing it to the other side as well. Marriage is about compromise. Okay, so we're doing the same thing to the other side because you have what? 2 eyebrows. So when I do white base, I have a lot of residual facial hair after I shave. No matter what, there's just always this undertone. And truly the only way for me to avoid that, I don't color correct when I do white base. You just slap on a shit ton of white base, and that is how you fix any blockage, any sort of beardsy situation. So we are slapping on the clown paint and calling it a day. I need more.
Used to be a brush.
This used to this sure used to have been a brush. I saw fucking Asia O'Hara uses brushes like this, so I can use brushes like this, allegedly. Yeah, don't look at my sponge either.
The fun part of the series is I'm learning some awful things about my friends and their makeup.
I have great clean habits. I cleaned my brushes before this, I would like to say.
You cleaned that brush?
No. Okay, so when I first started makeup, I used to record little Snapchat videos of myself, and I would say, oh, this worked really well today, I used this product. This did not work so well. This brow is fucked. That's okay.
Look at these Fruity Pebble macaroons. I've never seen this before. I am shook the house. Houston, I'm deceased.
So if you're first starting out makeup, I strongly recommend taking lots of pictures, recording things, keeping notes, just figuring out what works for you. Oh, I didn't use fucking primer! I used to have a top to one of these, and I wrote, use primer, you bitch, on it, and I didn't use primer. She used to have a top. Listen, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I also don't think I've like painted since Bloodbath, which has been almost 2 months now. No, wait, I did paint for going out to Milwaukee, so.
I think it was only 1 month.
It's been like a month and some. No, it's December right now. Oh yeah, I guess it's a month and some change. That's still, I don't know. I like.
Fact check, Melancholy.
Oh,
You're
thank
wrong.
you. Yes, thank you to our off-screen fact checker, the bipartisan Wanda gag. This is so interesting, you guys.
Que interessante.
Who? Oh. One time Anais read me for not painting under my nose, like not getting the nostrils, so now we don't forget that anymore. Thank you, Anus. One time I got into a car accident with just about this much face on. It was me and Genesis driving. It was winter. Someone pulled out in front of me. We crashed, and I came out with just like this much makeup and just a bunch of glitter on my face. I walked over to their car. I'm like, hey, are you guys okay? Is everything all right? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. I walked back to my car. I see Genesis in like half mug. I'm like, I look crazy right now. I look absolutely crazy. Anyway, that's it. That's the story. This is the quality of dialogue your viewers can expect.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes! What's your favorite part of the makeup process?
I feel gay if I say blush, but blush does help frame my face initially. This should not be a hard question to answer. Glitter. I lied. It's always glitter. I will be having a panic attack about how good my face looks, and then I'll put on some glitter, and then everything will be fine.
I told you we needed more glitter.
My makeup process is truly just second guessing myself until the very last second, and then I'm fine with it, which I know like everyone says, but like I go through the process and I'm just like, I'm terrible at makeup. Why am I doing this? I hate this. I'm never doing drag again. Where's the nearest bridge, etc., etc. Too dark?
Well, actually, it's white foundation, so no.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What's your least favorite part of the makeup process?
I hate doing foundation. I hate taking off makeup just because it makes my skin feel nasty. So don't love that. But even just like how thick of a base I have to do is just, it's annoying. Like honestly, it's not even that I like hate it. It's just that it's like, you have to do this before you can get to the fun stuff, you know? I feel like at this point I just do what I do and people are getting what they're getting.
That's the new drag phrase. They're gonna get what they're gonna get.
Oh, they are gonna get what they're gonna get.
I love it.
This is layer 3. Just because you put on 3 layers does not mean that your brows are finished blocking. I learned from Melee, the queen in Milwaukee, that you put on as many layers as it takes because guess what? You need your you need your blouse to be blocked. Oh my god, block your blouse.
You did?
I don't want to touch my brows, you know? Like I don't want to be adding texture or anything. Because I do, and I'm pretty sure this is wrong. I know someone's going to correct me, but I've seen other people block their brows in weird ways, and this is what I do. I do powder again, which I know adds texture, and I should just shave my brows again. This really is just a lesson in me being bad at makeup, but we'll lick it. So again, find what works for you specifically and do that, but just whatever you do, don't fuck it up.
And for the last time, girls, don't f it up.
I'm lightly placing the powder on because I don't want to be like pushing it in right away. You need like a nice little layer, and now I'm slowly pressing into it now that it has had a good little bit to cement to. And we're just gonna let that do that thing for a second. And just use a shit ton of powder. When I tell you a shit ton, I mean a shit ton. Like just really let this set in and dry and cement. Like you want this to be a pigmented white. And I always get under my chin strap just to be sure. Okay, so now we're going to brush off excess powder on the brows themselves. I still haven't powdered the top yet because now I'm going to go in with my cream base. What I'm trying to do is gently tap on top of what should hypothetically be a secured layer, but I'm probably just adding more texture, honestly. But let's find out together. I'm trying to do this really gently so I'm not lifting things up. Inner corners are always where it fucks up and lifts, so we'll see. There's going to be areas here that are not filled in with white, and that's all inner eye stuff, so I'll just fill that in with pigment later. But I do want there to be like a white base for me to paint my colors on top of. Okay, I haven't powdered this half of my face yet, so we're gonna do that. Then once you think you've powdered everything, you'll have hopefully clean hands, and you're going to lightly tap around your face and see if you can feel any wet spots. You probably can't do this with a normal skin tone foundation routine, especially if you're underpainting, because then you're mixing colors or whatever, but we're not, so slay. Okay, now we're just gonna dust off all of this, and then begins the actual process of doing makeup. Okay, alright, so here is our white base completed, And now we get into the actual fun things. So I have this brush. I call this my blush brush. There we go. There's a little... I store this with my other brushes so other pigments get in it, which is not good, but I usually use this for two tones, for like a more purple blush and for a more pink blush. So today we're just gonna go ahead and use a more pink blush. We're doing a standard pretty face clown situation, so I'm gonna go in with a shade that is like this one here. And then we're just going to frame our face right now. I don't start with eyes for some reason. I used to. That probably makes more sense to do, but I've been doing blush first, so this... If you shorten your brushes, I think everyone should chop their brushes to be like 2 inches shorter, because then you can get closer to the eye and like your face and do the details. It's physics, mama. It's physics. And we're just gonna keep building up this product. The first time I tried blocking my beard using orange cream base, I used far too much product, so then it just went all over my face basically. I just looked like an Oompa Loompa, and I never tried blocking my beard again for like 5 years. Like I tried makeup a long time before I started doing drag, and I was like, nope, I'm bad at this. This is not for me. So it's okay to be bad at things. Keep being bad at things. Keep trying new things. Fuck it up, especially at the beginning, because otherwise you can't learn anything, and be bad at drag for a while. It's okay. For a while. A while. I did not say the whole time. A commercial break on this channel? For what? For who? Could it be Fruity Wigs? Could it be Gag-Worthy Designs? Could it be Stoned Crazy MN? You never know on this channel. Who can tell?
And now a word from our original sponsor, Fruity Wigs. Hi Fruits, it's your hairy diva, Miss Avocado, and Miss Ma'am. Did you know that she's been selling wigs for 3 years, officially? In that time, I've sold wigs to kings, queens, monarchs, and cosplayers all over the country. I've done a variety of styles, from updos, ponies, caged wigs, Marcel waves, to ugly styles. To commission your very own Fruity Wigs, or to see my catalog of styles, follow and message at Fruity Wigs on Instagram. Remember to check my Instagram story for themed flash sales of stage-ready wigs. Lastly, if you've worn a Fruity Wig and would like to be featured on the official Fruity Wigs Instagram, send a message with a picture you love in your Fruity Wig. And now I'm back to your regularly scheduled... Oh, shit, wait, there's another ad. Bye, Fruits!
And we're back.
And we're back after those great commercials for such wonderful products that I now want to buy. Give me your fucking money. Oh yeah, I really shouldn't have fucked around with that little glue spot. We'll figure something out. Let's try putting more. Let's fuck
powder.
around and find out. Not powder. We're gonna try putting more cream base because I think that will have more of like a slicking effect. I said I think.
I said I felt. Now, if you want to sit there.
Okay. We're calling that better because I have to. And now what I usually should be doing is taking a clean brush and then just blending stuff out. We'll see whether or not that happens effectively here though today. So we're just doing at the edges of where the blush is ending to really smooth that out. And I'm also trying to frame it a little bit better. So I'm trying to have it gradient more inward. And I'm also trying to bring it up at the same time a little bit. Something I've noticed with cameras especially and with lighting is that if I'm too white, the camera doesn't know how to focus. So that could also be partly what's going on here is you need to add a lot of product to really give it something to look at. And sometimes the light and your face, you can get a little washed out, you know? And I kind of use my cheekbones as a measurement of did I take this too far up or not. So sometimes I'll use my natural features and be like, oh, I took this all the fuck to here. That's a problem, but I actually did that over there, so that's a problem. And I always work so much on my forehead and it's always covered by wig stuff anyway, so I don't even know why we're bothering. But we love a gradient. I'm gonna try and bring this down. We're gonna call this mostly blended or good enough. Oh, we need to do some on the nose as well. So you can take that same brush or you can just use your finger. We are going to go into this palette. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go into this palette by Sugar Pill, and today we'll be using this deeper blue, the lighter blue, and this lighter pink. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my little ring finger and poke, starting at underneath the nose for this little clown nose, and then slowly shaping it upward a little bit. I don't like going too far up, but you kind of do need something on the bridge of your nose, otherwise you get washed out and it looks like you don't have a nose. So, and then inevitably you decide you took your nose too far up, and then you go back in with some white powder and correct your sins. So now we're gonna go in and build up again. What color do I want for underneath this? I could go like a cherry red for this, honestly. We're doing like a clown look. So today we're doing a cherry red. I usually don't like doing cherry red anything because then it reads too clown. And I don't like looking like a clown. I like looking like a pretty drag queen, but to what degree of success, who knows? And then this blush brush doesn't really have the same shade, but we're just gonna use that to blend things out.
What's one makeup product you can't live without?
One makeup product I can't live without, something I'm just saying so naturally. Quite literally any of the Clown White stuff, obviously, because I have to use that. I love this tiny little brush that I use to cut my crease. It is so small. Look at how easily I can control this because it's like an inch long. I can just really gut up in there and like cut that crease. So love this. I really love this Sugar Pill palette. When I'm doing colors, I can usually get any of my mugs done with just this palette, which feels really nice. I like this green, I like the blues and the purples and the red and the pink, and now I'm just naming colors, but there's so many colors to name in this palette and it's this big. Wow, fit that in your purse. Okay, what are we doing? I could do lips next. No, we're doing eyeshadows. Well, this is what it's like, okay? Half of the time I spend doing my makeup is me wondering what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing in the first place. I'm not a makeup authority. It feels weird to be like, this is how I do my makeup. Like, I've painted other people in Melancholy mug and that goes fine. Whenever I try and paint people in a non-Melancholy mug, it goes bad because I know how to do this. This is what I know how to do. So I sure hope you want to be a clown because that's what you're going to learn today. I'm gonna sample that so much. You got it.
Oh shit, what's the interval? Fuck! Okay, so I start with my lighter of the colors first. And then I kind of get like the general shape of how far out I'm going. Whether or not that's the right choice, I don't care. That's what I do. And right now, I'm just kind of tracing over where my actual brows are. And then I kind of end it slightly over where my eye ends. But this will get covered with deeper shades. So truly, I'm just going for big shapes right now. We're just going for the outline. I usually end up making everything pretty smoky around my eye with deeper tones. So I'm not too worried about what's happening here. Maybe I should be, but for now, we're not panicking. Okay, and then this is the point in the process where I realize that I kind of paint my brows or my eyes differently every time, and they're never symmetrical. One of them always ends up more rounded and one of them ends up more angular. But we'll fix it, we'll fix it, we'll fix it, we'll fix it. Let's keep doing eyes. We'll keep doing eyes, we'll stay focused. I was gonna go down to lips, but no, no. You know what? We're gonna do some lips now a little bit. I like seeing broadly what the shapes look like as I go. So that doesn't mean we're going to do lips perfectly right now, but we're going to just do them to figure out what our proportions are. And I don't overline right away. I just kind of get the product on my lip
kind of knowing that we're going to go over it, but I just want to get product on my face, honestly. And we just kind of fill in later. And then this is the part where I second guess every single lip shape I've ever drawn. And I don't know how to paint lips, and I look like a clown, and I'm gonna kill myself. So, but we'll come back around to it. And how big my lips are usually depends on how bad I fuck up my lips. So, if I got big lips, I'm having a bad day, let me tell you. See, this is the part where we fuck up, and then we say, well, we'll come back to it later. Okay, there's problems, but this is generally speaking the shape of a lip. There is a lip here. We'll fix her later. We're gonna do more work with her later, but now I feel better because now I'm gonna go back to my eyeshadow. So we're gonna start with a smaller brush, like a really skinty little friend. I'm going to use that to carve out the darker shade in the eyeshadow. I usually only do 2 or 3 shades. I'm going to be especially mindful of the inner corner because that's usually what people end up seeing the most with my makeup. Because the rest just gets smoked out so much and my lashes cover so much of what I'm doing that it doesn't even really matter what makeup I do right now. Good enough.
Good.
We're at the point in the makeup where I'm saying good enough. They're gonna get what they're gonna get. Who are my makeup inspirations, you ask? Why me? My makeup inspirations are Pierrot clowns. I really obviously draw a lot of influence from sad little white-faced bitches.
Gotta be my favorite gender.
Gotta be my favorite gender. Oh my god, love a clown. 20s style makeup. Obviously the brows read very 20s, very flapper, very... Meow! Wow!
Tell us about producing the Bloodbath Ball this year.
The Bloodbath Ball, yeah, wow. It was project managing like 30 people. I do not recommend ever starting a show ever in your life. Quit drag. It was fine. It was a lot of people managing. We had arguably probably our best year. We sold, according to the Saloon, 208 tickets, which is the most we've ever sold, which is really cute. We had 12 contestants because applicants were so good this year that we couldn't cut that many people. Instead of 10 people, we had 12. And I will insert the names here of who they are because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. But Wanda Gag from the Drag Me With a Spoon YouTube channel, she was competing there too. So, put her face here. Bloodbath Ball this year, really successful, really proud of everyone. Undine and Salty and Suture were our 3 finalists, and they really hit it out of the park. They did so good. Really proud of Undine, our current fucking reigning. Obviously, congratulations. She's doing wonderful things. But yeah, it was a fun year, really competitive. Jenna came back from Los Angeles for this. We had special guest Giselle Overmay, who also came back from Los Angeles. It was nice to just see some friends who moved away so recently come back as if they hadn't moved away at all.
How was it showing the full Monty at the Saloon?
The full Monty? What does that mean? Oh yeah, I was naked, that's right. It was fine. They have a nudity license. I can do that there. So for my number, I performed this song called Don't Feel by Julia Nunes, who's one of my favorite musicians. She's a YouTuber and a ukulele artist, but not exclusively a ukulele artist. And I know that sounds really cheesy and cringe and very 2010s of me, but I grew up with her. I love her so much. The song is called Don't Feel, and it has this main melody in the chorus of I don't feel, and then there's a breath, anything I don't feel, anything. So in the feels, I would have people either feeding me shots or smashing sugar glass bottles over my head, or cutting my clothes off, or shaving my head. So I really just wanted the song to be about me feeling really numb and vulnerable and not acknowledging my emotions while having my other emotions in my body kind of taking over and really making some bad choices for me and listening to those bad choices. So anyhow, I end up naked at the end of the number. They cut my clothes off of me, and that was scary, and I did it knowing that I would have for a performance standpoint, I'm like, okay, I'll be naked for 1 second. But we had photographers there who took pictures, and it's so artsy of them to put up a picture of a clown with a shaved head naked on stage. So now I keep getting tagged in things of me naked on stage. Like, my dick isn't out or anything, but I'm like, I thought I was making that choice for a second, but I sure was making that choice for a lifetime now. So it's fine. I don't mind. I knew what I was doing. I was covered up for truly every moment. Like, it's fine. I don't care. It was terrifying, though. I don't know how burlesque artists do what they do and end up so vulnerable, and other performers and entertainers who end up so naked on stage. And obviously a lot of people find that empowering and good for them, but for me it was mostly terrifying, so I was also naked backstage for a good enough time, and there wasn't a curtain, so I was trying to put on my underwear for a good enough amount of time. So there's one comedian who comes to a lot of drag stuff too, and I could see her off stage. Like, she wasn't like looking at me, I don't think, but I'm like, I know I'm in her sightline right now, and I'm like, I'll see you out and about, and you are looking at my dick right now. That's fine. But it was fine. I had a good time. It's truly my favorite number I've ever performed, so very proud of it. Now we're at the point in the makeup where I say, did I blend everything, or is everything just one mush of eyeshadow? So then we look back at it and we say, I need to get better at makeup. But we're gonna go back in with that initial light blue color and try and hopefully brighten things up a little bit. If not, we'll figure it out. But so I'm trying to add more of a gradient. Again, especially to this inner corner. I'm gonna go back and forth with this a few times. We'll see. See, because like looking at the face now, it's like most of the face is here. So if I need to go on stage, I could slap on everything else pretty fast and be, well, oh no, I don't know. Going back and forth helps you see the full picture of what your mug will look like. So that's why I kind of do that. So we're gonna call eyeshadows. We're gonna add a little bit more of that deeper color again. We're gonna get bored and do something else. But before that, a commercial break promoting other fine quality products found here locally in Minnesota. Quality products like Fruity Wig, Avocado, Wand Gag Worthy Designs, and Crystal Rocks, Stone Crazy Stones.
This episode of the Drag Me With a Spoon podcast is sponsored by Gagworthy Designs. Hi Gag, it's your girl Miss Wanda Gag, and Miss Ma'am, did you hear she's selling costumes now? She's taking orders and serving looks. He gets a costume, she gets a costume, they get a costume, everybody's getting costumes! Commissions are now open, so message us on Instagram at Gagworthy Designs or on our website www.dragmewithaspoon.com/Gagworthy Designs. Alright, bye Gags! Now back to your featured content.
And we're back! Wow, wasn't that such persuasive communication? Doesn't that make you want to buy a stone wig and or garment from local artisans? Me too. Now we're at the point where I'm starting to feel myself, so that's fun and cute and fierce. Do we want to fix lips? Do we want to add tears? No, we want to do liner. So I have hooded eyes, so what I immediately do is I just use this thick ass marker. I go right along the lash line, and I am just filling this in as deeply as possible at as close to the lash line. And we're gonna look down and blink a bunch. And that didn't really transfer anywhere, so that's not helpful at all. We're just gonna fill in that whole fucking eyelid. And we're just gonna go back and forth with this a few times. We're gonna figure out our shape. It might change from mug to mug, but generally speaking, the shape is mostly the same. And then you're gonna take your felt tip NYX liner that is broken a bunch, and you're gonna use that. Let's see if, nope, this is the worst one. Okay. We're gonna use that to kind of carve out your inner eye a bit. Okay, and then I usually end things kind of right where my iris, nope, kind of pupil iris-y range-ish. So we're just gonna, again, do these shapes on both eyes and we'll just fill them in. Who would I most like to be painted by in the Twin Cities, you ask? Wow, what a wonderful question. I would say Aragati, just because everything she does is impeccable and flawless, and she's arguably the most talented makeup artist we have in the cities. I'm so sorry to everyone else, but you're wrong. Nocturnally Mission feels like kind of a cop-out to say, but like her stuff is just so graphic and like cartoony while still being like not like realistic, but she just has like a really surprisingly graphic mug for like how like spooky she is. I've had Pistachio paint me twice, so no thank you. We're good on that one.
Was it bad?
No, the first one was bad. The first one was, we were like a year or two into drag at that point. It was just like, it was what it was. She was doing a lot of big shapes. And then the second time she really painted me like a clown, and it was just, the eyes were so big. A woman came up to me. I did a Sister Sludge show. I was hosting it, and this woman came up to me afterward and was like, "Hi, sweetie, you're so..." She was drunk. "Hi, sweetie, you're so beautiful. You don't got to cover it up with all of that." And I'm like, "You don't know what I look like under all of this." So, she was drunk, but she was delightful. So, sometimes with the drunk people, you just have to suspend your disbelief. You have to yes and with them, and you just have to say, let's see where this journey is going to take us. They always have stories. They're always going through it, you know? There was a time when I was at the 90s just doing an open stage with my drag daughters, just performing just to perform, and this one woman was blackout drunk, and she came up to Dexterity, who was hosting, and Dex is like seated on the stage. Seated.
Just say talk.
Dex is sitting on the stage. Anyhow, this woman comes right up next to her, and she sits down, and Dex is like, "Hi, who are you?" Like, very much in the hosting, like, we're not going to turn this into a problem. We're going to see where this goes, but also I'm the one with the mic and I'm the one in control here. Anyway, this woman tells Dex that her daughter is dead. Or, nope, that's wrong. Where did I get that story from? She's like, "My kid is in the hospital right now," and Dex is like, you're at the 90s while your kid is at the hospital?" And Dex is wearing this nice orange wig, and Dex says like, "That's a lot to process in this Kathy Griffin wig right now." And so I'm the next one on stage, and so Dex hands me the mic, and as soon as the music plays, I say, "This one goes out to the woman whose kid is in the hospital." I'm funny. I sang Landslide, so like it makes sense, whatever, it's fine. I had talked to her earlier in the night and she was really sweet, so I'm like, it's whatever, but I'm like, I'm such a fucking troll for that. So anytime you do any product that is wet, you should put something dry on top of it just to really solidify it. Additionally, it really makes the pigment darker, and obviously for stage, you want all your colors to pop. So I'm going back in with this because I blinked, and then it fucked up all my products, so now I have to go in and make sure that everything is like set. Who is the third person I would like to paint me? Oh, fuck. This is the point where you have too much product on your brush, and then...
That's what glitter's for.
That's what the glitter is for, that's what the tears are for. If you have fallout, the nice thing about having tears is you can fix all your mistakes. If you're crying. I'm like, I think having Helen paint me would be fun. Just because she and I get along so much. I'm like, she's just a good time gal. I love Helen so much. I would just look like Appa then, though, so what's the point? Now we're gonna try and do some of the under eye stuff. We'll see how effective this is. Let's find out together. What I'm doing is I'm truly just trying to get as close as possible to my waterline, and I'm filling in that waterline, and we're just kind of haphazardly doing what we do. I try and keep a little bit open at the bottom just to help open up my eyes to varying degrees of success and to a different result every time I do it. So let's see what today turns out. And we'll just match that on the other side too. Yeah, that's probably right. Sure, why not?
Who is an up-and-coming performer that you think should quit right now?
Oh my god, Wanda Gag.
It's called investigative journalism.
Who I want to quit drag?
Yeah.
Ooh, you just want to get me saying this on camera. No, now I need to think about it. Okay, so all of that we just did, we're now going to smoke out with some black eyeshadow. And we're going to try and fill in that waterline again to varying degrees of success. And right now, I'm just mostly trying to smoke this out and look a little emo.
Who do you think should start doing drag?
Who I think should start doing drag? Wanda Gag.
Damn, you got me.
Gotcha. Ooh. I wish Evil would do drag more often. Hi, I love you. She's been trying to perform more recently. She's getting there. I've really tried to, like, just let her be and, like, take her time, because she is such a talented entertainer, and she does light up on stage, and she can do it all, truly tricks and drama, and just emoting, and just, like, she has it in her. She's a star. It's just, I think she needs to just do drag. She needs to start, you know? Like, the difference between you and someone who's bad at drag, but they're still doing it, is they're still doing drag, you know? Okay, I need to use a brush for this. That's what's going on here. We're using her, I guess. Okay, so we're just gonna take a sharp pointed brush. It doesn't have to be angled. It's just like a flat brush. And we're just gonna use that to shape things out a little bit more. I would like to see Hedda do drag more often. She, like, truly only comes out for Bloodbath Ball, like, once a year, which is very flattering, and I'm very glad to have her be, like, on the Bloodbath team, because her and Eli have helped us produce the show every single fucking year, basically. So they've been a huge, huge help. But Hedda has such a cool point of view, and they don't perform very often, so I wish that they would perform. But again, it's kind of like, when you start performing again after a while, it's like, do you do work? Are you doing brunches? Like, where's your in? Where have you been? Because people don't really know you anymore, you know? So, not that people don't know Hedda, but, like, the next generation doesn't know Hedda.
Who is somebody that hasn't applied that you really want to apply for Bloodbath?
Oh, okay. Who hasn't? I think Aranya would put together a really kick-ass Bloodbath package, actually. Like, I think she would do really well. I would genuinely love to see her in the running. Let me think. There were a lot of really good applicants this year. We got a lot of the Kings and Things. It's just, a lot of their experiences were all, like, great cosplay makeup and great cosplay stuff, but, like, no performances and no frame of reference for, like, who they are and what they represent and what their point of view is. So that was a lot of why we ended up not selecting some people, and just because we had so many talented applicants who have been doing drag for forever and who have, like, a proven track record of, like, I can deliver on things. So I would say a lot of the people who applied this year who weren't selected, put your name in the hat again now that you've had a year of experience under your belt. Like, show us who you are, show us what your point of view is, have something to say, have something to contribute. So I think that's what's really important, and that's kind of what we're looking for, is people with points of view, people with proven track records, and people who are subversive too. I want to be excited and challenged, and I don't want to necessarily know what you're going to do, you know, so surprise us. So brows, let's do brows now. I usually don't do brows this early, but let's do brows. And we're going to take the same brush with the same lipstick color. We're just going to get some product on there in a tiny, tiny little brush, and we're going to hope and pray and then build out from there. So let's go ahead and do that. And then have a little panic attack about it beforehand. One acceptable brow. I love that. Great. Okay, now we do it again. Okay, alright, good. We're not second guessing the brows, so that saves us at least 10 minutes. Love that. A little cheek moment, probably. Let's give them a little cheek. Let's be a little cheeky. Let's do mascara while we're waiting. Or I guess I could do a lash too. See, welcome to the... Oh, I need to cut this crease. Let's figure that shit out first. That's important. Fuck it, we're just gonna ball. Fuck it, we ball. What am I doing? Oh, we're gonna set this with glitter now. Wow. I don't use any glitter adhesive. I think it gets really patchy. Maybe that's a bad choice on my part. Maybe I'm illiterate, but I just don't do that.
Mother does not play.
That.
So now we're just gonna tap out the glitter, which apparently there's not very much left, So I love that for me. And we are just going to tap it right into where our cut crease is. Okay, oh, the glitter is glittering. Okay, now we're arriving. Okay. I told you, glitter is favorite step. Okay, so now what we need to do is add a little bit more black pigment on there. I guess I'll just use my fucking finger for this then. And we're gonna kind of tap at where the little like sharp part of the cut crease meets the actual liner. And I'm just gonna kind of blend that out a little bit to make it less of a sharp line. And this also helps with covering up some of the glitter. It gets places, but not all of it.
If you had to produce a new show, what would it be?
A new show. Well, I was...
Maybe not like a competition, but like, you know, just some kind of cool show.
Or anything.
Or anything. What do you want to produce?
I am in the works for both a queer open mic night at the Loring Collective for February, so I need to solidify the date for that and get that started. I want that to be a monthly thing if possible, so we'll see what happens with that. And I was also awarded a grant from my old employer, Carmichael Lynch, and they gave me $5,000, which is actually $3,300 after tax to produce a show, which is still a lot of money. Like, I'm not complaining. But anyway, I want to produce a nightgown style, Sasha Velourian something or other. So those are two of my things. But I would also like to, I think competitions bring people together. And I think they get everyone in the community out. So I do think competitions have a lot of value. Doing Mixed Hard On was really, really fun. Honestly, one of my best nights of drag in my life. And I'm really proud of all the work I made for that. And I haven't worn that blue look since, just because it's so giant that it's like hard to even like move anywhere. But yeah, I think that was the first time I really like got all of my shit together, like all of my ducks in a row. Like earrings were there, she was wearing tights, like I checked all the boxes, you know. So that was a fun challenge to do, because a lot of times with regular drag I'll just be like, fuck it, they're getting what they're getting. But when it's scored, you can't give them anything to critique. So
that will go in the promo.
Wow, love that. What else do I need to do? Lashes, tears, mascara. And then glitter highlight. And then we're good, I think. So let's do that. Okay. And then for tears, I try and concentrate them a little bit toward the top. And then I just use a shaky hand motion. And whatever happens, kind of happens. For this, I'm not going for something more cartoony, but I am going for little tiny streaks. I try and make my tears asymmetrical too. So... we'll see what happens. I'm just like, it's not quite what I was envisioning, but we're gonna call it, you know? So what I probably shouldn't do is what I do, but I get a shit ton of glitter in my hand, like a nice generous amount, and then I use my setting spray. I probably should have set this blue first. We'll see. Ooh, no. Okay, so we're gonna set this blue first with glitter. And now we're going to actually everything's so sparkly, yes! And then I like to go into concentrated areas. This is how you get sparkly. This is the thing. Wanda's like, I can't believe she fucking does this. Okay, what I probably should do is go over this fucking lipstick again, but I also want to be mindful of time, so we're just gonna go ahead and do a second glitter. And this one has more of a yellow undertone. And now we're gonna tap that into our highlight zones. This is probably more glitter than I normally use, but okay, all right. Lashes, mascara, and yeah. Trace over brows one more time. lashes. Mascara, and then we're done. Pistachio once told me that I blow on my lashes like I'm cooling down soup rather than heating something up. Like most people go like, and I go.
I like the cold, fast breath.
See, same. Okay, and then we're just gonna pop them in the socket and pray for the best. Okay, one lash done successfully. Let's see if we can do it twice. Okay, oh, I might have fucked that up. Shit. Well, I think we're just gonna call this. I think this is it. I just need mascara. I learned that with mascara, you're supposed to kind of do a side-to-side swipe. Didn't know that, so that's a fun fact. I've also had this mascara for probably a year now at this point, which I know is bad, but... Okay, we're gonna call it. So I'm gonna go put on some clothes and some other things, and we'll see what happens. So, goodbye. To this! This in the shot. To this! To this! To this! Here we are, we did it! New makeup! Here's your blue clown depression fantasy. This is it. This is who she... To this! This is who she is. Wow. To this! Look at this makeup. Wow.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe. Did we do some things right? Yeah. Did we do some things wrong? Yeah. Did we do things... We did some things wrong, you know? Okay. Do we have an outro or anything? Do I need to say anything specific? Comment, like, subscribe, and all that shit. You fucking better. Say words below. Say thumbs up. Subscribe. Hit the slay that button, sis.
That slay.
Psh, okay. Period! Yay!